Hi everyone, this is my ramble about Kirsty MacColl.
Kirk rambles about random stuff.
If you've ever listened to me ramble, like really ramble, like at a party where I just won't shut up, then you know the thing I like to ramble most about is music. And one of my favorite topics is bands or artists that I think are underappreciated. A classic example of this is Kirsty MacColl. Kirsty MacColl is an amazing artist, and far too few people, particularly in America, know about her. If you know Kirsty MacColl at all, it's almost certainly from the Pogues' dark holiday classic, Fairy Tale of New York. Kirsty MacColl is the female who's singing along with the Pogues' Shane MacGowan in this unlikely Christmas classic. Kirsty MacColl was a pretty amazing songwriter and solo artist. Her biggest solo hit was this one called Walking Down Madison.
Walking down Madison, I swear I never had a gun. No one ever shot no one, I was only having fun.
And my favorite song of hers is Free World.
I'll see you, baby, when the plans rise again. Women and men, united by a struggle going down. You gotta walk into the water with your sister and your daughter in this free world.
She also wrote and recorded a song called They Don't Know. It ended up being a huge hit for a comedian named Tracey Ullman. And without that song, I can make an argument that we never would have had the Tracey Ullman Show. And without the Tracey Ullman Show, we maybe never would have had The Simpsons. But in the late 80s and early 90s, she sang with tons of English artists. She sang with the Stones and the Smiths, here she is with Billy Bragg, and here she is with the Wonder Stuff.
Welcome to the cheap seats, welcome to the cheap seats. Welcome to the cheap seats, welcome to the cheap seats, welcome to the cheap seats. Where life's through your spectacle.
You may not know all of these songs, but a lot of these songs are really formative to who I was growing up. Here's one you know, The Talking Heads, Nothing But Flowers. In the late 80s, Kirsty MacColl was married to Steve Lillywhite, who was one of the biggest record producers of the time. They fed off each other's connections and reputations. Did I mention that Kirsty MacColl is the person who decided the song order for U2's Joshua Tree album?
She sequenced the Joshua Tree, which is to say that she ordered all the songs. I said, how'd you do that? She says, my favorite song, my second favorite song, my third favorite song, my fourth favorite song. It just went on like that.
So here's the thing. Kirsty MacColl died in 2000, and I didn't even find out about it until 10 years later. She wasn't really all that big in the US, so it didn't make the news. When I found out, it made me pretty sad. And the way she died was pretty tragic. She was scuba diving in Cozumel with her two sons, and when they surfaced in an area where there were supposed to be no boats, a speedboat was heading right for them. She pushed her sons to safety and was hit and killed instantly by the boat. The whole thing was really messed up. There was a years-long effort called Justice for Kirsty. Billy Bragg was involved, Bono and The Edge were involved, but in the end, it really didn't amount to very much. You can read about it if you'd like. So now you know a little bit more about Kirsty MacColl. She was an amazing talent who was taken too soon. But she had a lot of really important friends and she made a lot of really important music. So I suspect she won't be forgotten. And that is my ramble about Kirsty MacColl.
Kirk rambles about random stuff.